My name is Nanito. I live in Manhattan. I have a strange job. People pay me to kiss other people, but it is not what you think. I work in elevators. Tall buildings have many elevators. I step inside. I stand next to a man. The doors close. The elevator goes up. Someone waits on a high floor. The doors open. That person sees us together. They see a kiss, or they think they see a kiss. I call my work the elevator kiss service. Some people call me bad names. They say I break homes. I say no. I am a troubleshooter. I help people end things. I help them get proof. Men call me. They want to leave their girlfriends, but they are scared. They do not know how, so they hire me. I create a scene. The girlfriend sees it. She leaves him. Problem solved. Sometimes men need evidence. They have divorce papers. They need photos. They need proof of cheating. I give them that proof, but I do not really cheat. I just act. I have rules, very strict rules. Rule 1, I do not kiss for real. I use camera tricks. I stand close. I turn my head. The angle makes it look real, but our lips never touch. Rule 2, no contact after the job. The client pays me. I do my work, then I leave. I never see them again. I do not answer calls. I do not send messages. Rule 3, I always get paid first. Money comes before work. No exceptions. People lie. People change their minds. But money never lies. I love elevators. Inside an elevator, time stops. The world outside disappears. For 60 seconds, you can be anyone. You can be free. You can be someone new. I live alone. I have a small apartment. It has one window. The window looks at another building. I do not have friends. I do not have family. I only have my job. My job pays well. I charge a lot. Rich men can afford me. Poor men cannot. I do not feel bad about this. Everyone chooses their path. One day, I got a message. It came from a new number. I did not know the sender. The message was short. It said, "Special job, high pay. Are you available?" I answered. I said yes. I am always available for high pay. The sender sent me details. The location was the Plaza Tower. That is the most expensive building in the city. Only rich people live there. Only powerful people work there. The deposit arrived in my account. I checked the amount. My heart stopped. It was huge. It could pay my rent for 3 months. It could buy food for half a year. I read the requirements. There was only one line. It said, "Act as if this is the last time you will ever see each other." That was strange. My jobs usually have clear instructions. Look surprised, look angry, cry a little. But this job was different. It wanted emotion, real emotion. I felt nervous. I do not do real emotion. I do fake emotion. That is my skill. But this client paid so much money, I could not say no. I sent a message back. I asked, when and where? The answer came fast. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Parking garage, level B3. Level B3 is very deep. It is dark down there. Not many people go there. It is perfect for secret meetings. I agreed. I said yes. The sender sent me a photo. It showed a black car. The license plate was clear. I had to find that car. I put my phone down. I looked out my window. The other building stared back at me. I felt something strange in my chest. Was it fear? Was it excitement? I did not know. I had done this job many times. I kissed strangers in elevators. I broke hearts for money. I never felt anything, but this time felt different. I told myself to relax. It was just another job, just another kiss, just another elevator. But deep inside, I knew something. This job would change everything. This kiss would not be like the others. This elevator would take me somewhere new. I just did not know where yet. The next night came. I put on a black dress. I wore red lipstick. I looked professional. I looked cold. That was my work face. I took a taxi to Plaza Tower. The building was tall. Lights shined from every window. Rich people lived inside. I did not belong there. I walked to the parking garage. I went down many levels, B1, B2, finally B3. It was very dark down there. Only a few lights worked. The air smelled like oil and concrete. I looked for the black car. I walked between rows of expensive cars. My shoes made noise on the floor. The sound echoed in the empty space. Then I saw it. The black car from the photo. A man stood next to it. He wore a long coat. He was tall. He looked at his phone. I walked closer. He looked up. Our eyes met. This man was different. Most of my clients look angry, or they look proud, or they look hungry. But this man looked sad. He looked tired. His eyes were dark. They held old pain. He was handsome. His face was clean. His hair was neat. His clothes were expensive. But something was wrong. He looked lost. He looked like he forgot how to smile. "Nonito?" he asked. His voice was soft. "Yes," I said. "You are Wade?" He nodded. He did not smile. He just looked at me. His eyes moved over my face. He looked confused, like he saw a ghost. "Thank you for coming," he said. "I know this is strange." "It is fine," I said. "What do you need me to do?" Most clients give me long instructions. They tell me where to stand. They tell me how to move. They tell me when to look surprised. But Wade did not do that. He just said, "Hold my hand when the doors open." That was all. No acting. No fake tears. No drama. "Okay," I said. I felt strange. This job was too simple. Wade pressed the button. The doors opened. We stepped inside. The space was small. We stood close together. Wade pressed number 22. The top floor, the penthouse. The elevator started to move. It went up slowly. I smelled something. It came from Wade's coat. Sandalwood. Warm and deep. The smell filled the small space. It filled my nose. It filled my head. My heart beat faster. I felt warm. My hands became wet. This was wrong. I never felt this way during work. I always stayed cold. I always stayed calm. I told myself to breathe. This was just business. This was just another job. Wade was just another client. Nothing more. But my body did not listen. I felt nervous. I felt strange. The sandalwood smell made me dizzy. I looked at Wade. He stared at the doors. His face showed nothing, but I saw his hand. It shook a little. He made a fist. Then he opened it again. The elevator passed floor 10, then floor 11, then floor 12. Time moved slowly. Each second felt long. I moved closer to Wade. That was my job. I had to look close to him. I had to look like we knew each other well. My shoulder touched his arm. He did not move away. I felt his warmth through his coat. The elevator reached floor 15. Wade turned his head. He looked down at me. His eyes were strange. They did not look at me with want. They looked at me with surprise, with memory. He opened his mouth. He spoke very quietly. His words were almost a whisper. You look exactly like someone I used to know. My breath stopped. I stared at him. What did he mean? Who did I look like? Why did he say that? But I could not ask. The elevator kept moving. Floor 16, floor 17, floor 18. I felt his hand near mine. It was very cold, like ice. I wondered why. The elevator was warm, but his hand was freezing. Floor 19, floor 20, floor 21. My heart beat very fast now. Something was wrong. This job was not normal. Wade was not normal. His sad eyes, his cold hands, his strange words. I wanted to ask questions, but I stayed quiet. That was my rule. No personal questions. No real conversation. Just business. The elevator slowed down. We reached floor 22. The penthouse. The top. Wade looked at me again. This time, his eyes looked soft. They looked sorry, like he wanted to say something, like he wanted to warn me, but he said nothing. He just took my hand, his fingers wrapped around mine. They were so cold, so very cold. The elevator stopped. A soft sound came. Ding! The doors started to open. Light came in from outside. Bright light. Too bright. Wade held my hand tight. Too tight. Like he was afraid. Like he did not want to let go. I looked at the opening doors. I looked at the light. And I knew something bad was about to happen. The doors opened slowly. Light came from outside. I saw a hallway. Expensive carpet, gold walls, beautiful paintings. Then Wade moved. Very fast, too fast. He pulled me close. His arms went around me. His face came down to mine, and he kissed me. This was not a fake kiss. This was not a camera trick. This was real. His lips pressed against mine, hard, desperate, like he was drowning, like I was air. I forgot everything. I forgot my rules. I forgot my job. I forgot where I was. I only felt the kiss. Warm, deep, strong. My hands went to his chest. I did not push him away. I pulled him closer. My eyes closed. The world disappeared. This was wrong. I never kissed clients for real. Never. But I could not stop. I did not want to stop. Time stopped. The elevator stopped. Everything stopped. Only the kiss existed. Only Wade existed. Only this moment. Then I heard it. A sound. A soft gasp. A broken breath. Wade pulled away. His hands dropped. He stepped back. His face looked empty. His eyes looked dead. I opened my eyes. I looked forward. I looked through the open doors. A woman stood there. She wore a white suit. She held papers in her hands. Many papers. They shook. Her hands shook. Her whole body shook. Her face was white. Her mouth was open. Her eyes were huge. She looked at Wade. Then she looked at me. Then back at Wade. I looked at her face. I knew that face. I knew those eyes. I knew that mouth. My heart stopped. My blood turned to ice. My legs became weak. It was Julianne. 10 years ago, I had nothing. No money. No home. No food. My boyfriend kicked me out. He hit me. He took everything. He left me on the street. I slept in parks. I ate from trash cans. I cried every night. I wanted to die. Then Julianne found me. She was a stranger, but she helped me. She gave me money. She gave me a place to sleep. She bought me food. She bought me clothes. She protected me. She talked to me. She said, "You are not alone. You are safe now." She saved my life. She was the only person who helped me, the only person who cared, and now I was here, in her building, kissing her husband. I could not breathe. I could not move. I could not think. Julianne's face changed. First shock, then pain, then hate. Pure hate. Her eyes burned. They looked at me like I was trash, like I was dirt, like I was nothing. "No," she said. Her voice shook. "No, not you, not her." "Her?" Wade said nothing. He just stood there. His face showed nothing. Julianne's hands opened. The papers fell. They flew everywhere. White paper filled the air. They landed on the floor, on the carpet, in the elevator. She screamed again. A long, terrible scream. Then she threw the rest of the papers at Wade. They hit his chest. They hit his face. He did not move. Julianne cried, "I hate both of you." Tears ran down her face. Black tears. Her makeup ran. She looked broken. She looked destroyed. She looked at me again. That look cut me. It hurt more than any knife, more than any punch. It was disgust, complete disgust. I wanted to speak. I wanted to say, "Wait, let me explain. This is not real. This is my job." I did not know, but I could not speak. My throat closed. No words came out. And my rules, my professional code. I never explained. I never told the truth. That was rule number 2. No contact, no explanation. But this was different. This was Julianne, my savior, my angel, the only good person in my dark life. And I destroyed her. I kissed her husband. I broke her heart. I broke her home. I broke everything. A terrible, terrible monster. "Get out," Julianne said. Her voice was cold now, dead. "Get out of my sight." She turned away. She walked down the hall. Her steps were slow, weak, like an old woman, like someone dying. I ran. I pushed past Wade. I ran to the stairs. I could not wait for the elevator. I had to leave. I had to escape. I ran down 22 floors. My legs hurt. My lungs burned. My heart felt broken. But I kept running. I reached the lobby. I pushed through the doors. I went outside. Rain fell. Heavy rain. Cold rain. It soaked me in seconds. My dress stuck to my skin. My makeup ran. My hair fell in my face. I did not care. I walked into the rain. I walked into the dark. The city lights blurred. The rain was too heavy. Or maybe my tears were too heavy. I walked and walked. I did not know where I went. I did not care. I just walked. Behind me, in the bright lobby, Wade stood. I looked back once, just once. He watched me through the glass doors. Rain covered them, but I saw him clearly. He had a smile on his face, a small, bitter smile, a smile that said, "This was the plan all along." Then I turned away. I kept walking, into the rain, into the dark. I went home. I took off my wet dress. I sat on my bed. I did not sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Julianne's face. I saw her pain. I saw her hate. I heard her scream. I destroyed her. The woman who saved me. The only good person I ever knew. I felt sick. My stomach hurt. My head hurt. Everything hurt. The sun came up. I did not sleep at all. I looked at my phone. The money was still in my account. All that money. I did not want it anymore. It felt dirty. It felt wrong. Blood money. I opened my banking app. I tried to send the money back. I looked for the sender's account number, but it was gone. Deleted. The account did not exist anymore. Like it never existed at all. I tried again. And again. Nothing worked. The money was mine now. I could not give it back. I threw my phone across the room. It hit the wall. The screen broke. I did not care. I needed answers. I needed to know the truth. Who really hired me? Why did they choose that building? Why did they choose Wade? I had connections. People in my business know each other. We share information. We help each other sometimes. I made calls. I sent messages. I asked questions. Who hired me for the Plaza Tower job? At first, nobody knew. Then someone called me back. A woman named Rita. She does the same work as me. Different cities. Different clients. I found something, Rita said. The job came from a law firm, Sterling and Associates. They do divorce cases. Rich people only. A law firm. Not Wade. Wade did not hire me. My blood ran cold. Who at the firm? I asked. I don't know names, Rita said. But I heard something else. The wife requested you. She asked for you specifically. By name. The wife. Julianne. I dropped the phone. My hands shook. My whole body shook. Julianne hired me. Julianne set this up. Julianne planned everything. But why? Why would she do this? Why would she hurt her own husband? Why would she use me? I picked up my broken phone. I searched online. I typed, Julianne Wade divorce lawyer. I found articles, news stories, photos. There was Julianne at a charity dinner. She wore a red dress. She smiled at the camera. Next to her stood a man, Tall, handsome, expensive suit, the caption said. Julianne Wade, with her attorney, Marcus Sterling. I looked closer at the photo. The way they stood, too close. The way he looked at her. The way she touched his arm. They were lovers. I knew it. I saw it clearly. I searched more. I found older photos. Julianne and Marcus at different events. Always together, always smiling, always too close. This affair was not new. It was old. Maybe years old. I understood now. Julianne wanted a divorce, but Wade was rich. Very rich. She wanted his money, but their marriage had rules. A prenup. If he cheated, she got everything, so she needed proof. Proof that Wade was unfaithful, proof that would hold up in court. She hired me. She created the evidence. She set the trap, and Wade walked right into it. But why me? Why choose me specifically? Then I remembered Wade's words in the elevator. You look exactly like someone I used to know. Julianne knew that. She knew Wade once loved someone who looked like me. She knew about my job. She knew I would take the money. She used our past, our friendship, my gratitude. She knew I would feel terrible afterward. She knew it would destroy me too. I was not just a worker. I was a weapon. A weapon aimed at two people, Wade and myself. Julianne did not save me 10 years ago because she was kind. She saved me because she saw a use for me, a future use. She planned this for years. She waited. She prepared. And when the time came, she used me. Wade was innocent. He did nothing wrong. His wife cheated. His wife lied. His wife destroyed him. And I helped her do it. I sat on my floor. I put my head in my hands. I cried. I cried for hours. I was not a destroyer. I was worse. I was a fool. A tool. A pawn in someone else's evil game. I had to find Wade. I had to tell him the truth. I had to fix this. I found his office address online. Wade Industries. A big company. A tall building. Different from the Plaza Tower. I went there the next day. I wore simple clothes. No makeup. I looked tired. I felt tired. The lobby was huge. Gold and glass everywhere. Security guards stood at the desk. I walked up to them. I need to see Wade, I said. It is important. Do you have an appointment? The guard asked. No, I said. But he knows me. Tell him Nonito is here. The guard looked at me. He did not believe me. But he made a call anyway. He spoke quietly into his phone. Then his face changed. He looked surprised. Take the elevator to floor 30, he said. Someone will meet you there. I went up. My heart beat fast. What would I say? What would Wade do? Would he hate me? The doors opened on floor 30. A secretary waited there. She took me down a long hall. She opened a door. Wait here, she said. Then she left. I sat in a small room, a meeting room, glass walls, a big table, leather chairs. The door opened. Wade walked in. He looked tired too, dark circles under his eyes, but he was still elegant, still calm. He sat down across from me. He did not speak. He just looked at me, waited. I am sorry, I said. My voice broke. I am so sorry. For what? Wade asked. His voice was gentle. For the elevator, for the kiss, for everything. Not you. She paid me to kiss you, to create evidence. I did not know. I swear I did not know. I waited for anger, for shouting, for hate, but Wade just nodded. I know, he said. I stared at him. You know, I knew that night, Wade said. In the elevator, I recognized you. My old friend, the woman I loved before Julianne. He paused. He looked out the window. Julianne knew about Sarah. She knew what she looked like. When I saw you, I understood. This was a trap. You were hired, so I kissed you. I wanted Julianne to think she won. I wanted her to feel safe, to show her true self. You knew? I could not believe it. You knew it was fake? Yes, Wade said. I have known about Marcus for 2 years. Her lawyer, her lover. I waited. I watched. I needed her to make a mistake. A big mistake. I am still sorry. I hurt you. I was part of her plan. No, Wade said. You were used. Just like me. We sat in silence. Then Wade asked, why did Julianne help you 10 years ago? I told him everything. The bad boyfriend, the street, the hunger, Julianne's kindness. She was not kind, Wade said. She saw a tool. She saved you so she could use you later. The truth hurt, but it was true. I want to help you, I said. I know things. I know people in my business. Julianne tried to hire other services before me. I can find proof. I can find evidence against her. Wade looked at me, really looked at me. Why would you do that? Because I owe you. I said, because she used both of us. Because it is right. Wade smiled. A real smile this time, small but real. Thank you, he said. We talked for hours. I told him about my life, my past, my rules, my empty apartment. He told me about his marriage, how Julianne changed, how love died, how he stayed anyway, how lonely he felt. We were the same, both lonely, both betrayed, both used by the same woman. Something grew between us, not love, not yet, but understanding, trust, connection. Two broken people finding each other in the dark. We can fight her together, Wade said. Together. And for the first time in days, I felt hope. 3 weeks later, the mediation day came. A big room, expensive lawyers, a judge. Wade sat on one side. Julianne sat on the other side. Marcus sat next to her. I sat in the back. Nobody saw me yet. I wore a gray suit. I looked professional. I looked calm. But inside, my heart raced. Julianne looked beautiful. Perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect smile. She looked confident. She looked like she already won. I have evidence, Julianne said. She stood up. She pressed a button. A screen came down. A video started to play. The elevator. Wade and me. Perfect angle. Perfect evidence. My husband cheated, Julianne said. With this woman in our building. This video proves it. The judge watched. The lawyers watched. Everyone watched. Then Wade's lawyer stood up. "We have a witness," he said. "Someone important." Everyone looked around. The lawyer pointed at me. "Please come forward." I stood up. I walked to the front. Julianne saw me. Her face went white. Her perfect smile disappeared. "You?" she said. "What are you doing here?" I did not look at her. I looked at the judge. "My name is Nonito," I said. "I was hired to do a job. Someone paid me to kiss Wade, to create false evidence." I opened my bag. I took out papers, bank records, messages, proof of payment. "This is the transaction," I said. The money came from Sterling and Associates, from Julianne's lawyer, from Marcus Sterling. Marcus stood up. His face was red. "This is a lie." "No," I said. I took out my phone. I pressed play. A recording started. Julianne's voice came out, clear and loud. "Make sure you hire that girl. Nonito, she looks like Sarah. Wade will fall for it. Then we get everything." Marcus's voice answered. "Are you sure about this?" "Yes," Julianne said. "I saved her life once. She owes me. She will never suspect me." The room went silent. Everyone stared at Julianne. She opened her mouth. No words came out. "There is more," I said. The elevator camera. Someone moved it. Someone changed the angle. "Look at this part." I showed another video. The same elevator, but earlier. Before Wade and I arrived, Julianne stood inside. She adjusted the camera. She moved it slightly. She smiled at it. "She positioned the camera," I said. "She made sure it would capture everything. She planned this entire thing." The judge looked at Julianne. "Is this true?" Julianne said nothing. Her lawyer said nothing. Marcus looked at the floor. "This is fraud," the judge said. "Legal fraud. The prenuptial agreement is clear. No assets for the cheating party. Mrs. Wade, you cheated. You lied. You created false evidence. You get nothing." Julianne screamed. "No, that is not fair." But it was over. She lost. She lost everything. Wade looked at me. He smiled. A real, warm smile. "Thank you," he said quietly. I smiled back. "You are welcome." That night, I quit my job. I deleted all my contacts. I closed my business. The elevator kiss service ended forever. Truth was more important than money.